Hey, Jen A. You're the first one back. I was having difficulty because it kicked me completely offline. So I was completely offline. So I had to wait for things to reboot to get back on. So very, very weird. But we'll give it a minute here for some people to get in before we start again. So that's what took so long to get back on. I couldn't even get on for a minute. So, all right, we'll give it a chance for people to get back into the chat. So, of course, YouTube, playing games or whatever they're doing, ridiculous, but part of the game, unfortunately, so we got to deal with it. Oh, it's ridiculous. I know, right when we're getting ready to try to help somebody, that's when that happened, which was absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to give it a minute here for everybody to get back in. I'm going to say again, if there's continued issues, be patient. I will get right back on as soon as I can. So you may have to come back to the website, to my channel here and look for me. We'll add the 300 likes to this. Yeah, right. Exactly. It's just, it is so annoying. I wish they would just, not play the games that's being played. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? So hopefully this one goes well and we don't have that issue. But we'll just, but again, if something continues to happen, we will get right back on. Okay, so just look for me if that happens again. I'm going to give it a minute here. Before we start talking about Ellen, I want to wait till we got a decent amount of people in the chat. So, but Okie Forge says $10 donations add up. You know what? Anything. Well, we'll talk about her a little bit now, and I want to talk about it later when we got a larger group of people in as well. But we'll talk about it a little bit as well. Anything helps, guys. I don't care if you want to donate $5 to help Ellen. Ellen Pollard again is a fellow prepper, and she was at the prepper get together last year. Very, very nice lady. Everybody at that get together, it was awesome. It was a wonderful get together of like-minded people from all over the country coming together. But Ellen has just been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and so she needs some help. I mean, that's the reality. She needs some help. So she has a GoFundMe account, and so if whoever put that up before, if you would throw Ellen's GoFundMe account in the chat, I would appreciate if you guys would put that up there again for people to see. So that we can, as a community of preppers and off-gridders, can help support her. And there it is right there. Lady Kickboxer 23 just threw it up there. So that's the link. So if you guys would go and show her some love and support, and again, I don't care if it's $5, I don't care if it's $10. Any help that we can give her, I think is a good thing. And I donated myself, but I just think, as a community, we're in a position to make a difference. We all go through stuff. If somebody sits on here and says, "Oh, my life has been absolutely 100% perfect, and I've never had any issues or anything like that," I'm going to call BS on that, because we've all gone through something at some point. And because, like I said, cancer has a special meaning in my life. Number one, as a cancer survivor myself, I've had cancer. I've survived it, thank goodness. I'm still here. Obviously, that's why I've survived it, you can tell. But again, in my family history, we die of two things in my family. We die of old age and we die of cancer. So again, to be able to be in a position to try to help somebody else, that is an honor, to be honest with you. To be able to reach out, and because I have such a big reach with a large audience of people, I think it's important to do what we can. And so, like I said, and all of you doing that, it makes a big, big difference. I had 2 skin cancers removed, but not life-threatening. Randy Romine said. Well, I'm going to tell you what, and realistically, anybody watching on here has probably in some way, either directly or indirectly through family members or friends, know of somebody that has had cancer, is either survived it or not survived it, okay? Everybody on here, okay? So it's like nobody can say, "Oh, I don't know anybody that has cancer." Everybody knows somebody that's had cancer, okay? Everybody does. But like I said, in my family, we have that history to begin with. And I've told this story before, and I'll tell it again really quickly. So when we were kids, it was me, my sister, and I have 2 cousins. We're all within 2 years of age of each other. So we kind of all grew up together. I was the only non-smoker of the four of us. And jokingly, in my 20s, I said, you watch and see, because I'm the non-smoker, I'll be the one that gets cancer first. And always be careful what you say, because a lot of times that's how it works out. And that's what happened to me. I had a rare form of skin cancer that is a deep tissue cancer. It has nothing to do with being out in the sun, laying in the sun. I don't lay in the sun. If I'm outside and I'm working outside, obviously I get tan because of working outside. But my form of skin cancer was very, very rare, deep tissue cancer. And so it was 1 in a million people get the kind of cancer that I got. So, but luckily in my situation, 98% cure rate. And also, hold on a second. Mary Nigeri. So sorry to hear about that. I hope you're doing well at the homestead. Now more drama from your ex-brother. No more drama from your ex-brother-in-law. You know what? I thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate the donation. I honestly don't think he will be back. Well, Ed, that proves that you're 1 in a million. Yeah, right, exactly. Well, and thank you so much for the donation too. I do appreciate it. I don't think Mike will be back. I really don't. Now, will I be prepared if he does decide to be stupid and come back? Of course. And we'll deal with it at that situation in time. But I don't think he's that stupid, realistically. That's just me. He knows me. Let's put it like this. He knows me. I don't think he's that stupid. I could be wrong. And if that time comes, we'll deal with it accordingly at that time. But anyway, I don't trust him. I don't trust him as far as I could pick him up and throw him. Okay. But he's not, he will move on. He'll find some other barfly, to continue to feel sorry for himself and blame all of his problems on everybody else and never look in the mirror and take any personal responsibility. People like that, they don't change. Okay. They don't change. He's used my sister up as much as he possibly can. And now she has had enough and it's time to move on. So, thank goodness for that. Love my sister to death. But it is what it is, and so I'm here for her. We talk a lot and we will continue to talk a lot, and hopefully she can process this. And, anybody that has gone through a breakup, anybody, it's a very emotional thing. There's emotional attachments, especially if you've been in a long-term relationship. You just don't flip a switch and it's gone. It doesn't work that way. Okay. So, again, it is what it is, but I don't want to focus on that. I don't want to talk about that. That situation is behind us at the moment. Anything comes up, I said, we'll deal with it accordingly at that time. But again, with the whole cancer thing, I talked with Ellen. I spoke with her on the phone, and I said, I know what you're going through. In the aspect is hearing those words, cancer. Literally, when I was diagnosed, and I don't mean to be graphic, but it was like somebody reared back and kicked me in the testicles as hard as they possibly could. That's what it felt like. To hear those words, but you have to also understand, in my family, the history of it, it has not been good. Okay. But like I said, I was very, very fortunate. I had a form of cancer with a 98% cure rate. And only 5% of people that get my kind of cancer does it metastasize. So again, I like those odds, and knock on wood, 5 years plus now, I have been cancer free, and I hope to make it many, many more. And I don't have any plans of going anywhere soon. But again, I'm in a position where, I can help somebody, a fellow prepper, and I'm going to try to do that. We've done this before. We've helped other preppers. And I think it's important to do that. So, again, if you guys would throw up her link to her, GoFundMe page, if you guys can do whatever you can to help her, again, I do appreciate that. Let's show what a big family we are and that we do support each other. And that's part of supporting each other right there, okay, is when a fellow prepper is down. Thank you, Lady Kickboxer 23, for throwing that up again. We're in a position to help each other, and I think that we should. And it's good karma. Realistically, it's great karma, guys. And that's not why you do it. You do it because it's the right thing to do. So again, so my thoughts, anybody that prays, I would ask you to please pray for, Ellen, and hopefully things will work out. Okay, so thank you, appreciate that. And again, what I'll do down in the description, once this stream goes up and goes live, I will definitely put the link in there as well. So anybody that's like watched the stream, and the chat doesn't come up for a while, so people won't see the chat for a while, but I will have the link down in the description to her GoFundMe page as well. Okay, so all right, so I wanted to bring that up, and it was amazing. As soon as we started talking about that, the thing went off. So unbelievable. So let's get back to Portland, because people are going to go, well, wait a minute, this says Portland Take Two. We haven't talked about Portland at all. Again, there's a lot of distractions going on, a lot of games being played, and I kind of talked about this before. I gave you my opinion, so I'm going to give you my opinion again. I think a lot of these distractions that we're being bombarded with in the news and everything else, I think they want to keep the distraction off of Joe Biden. And this is my opinion, okay? Joe Biden is a very, very weak candidate. I mean, you've seen some of the speeches or talks that this guy has given. And again, if you're a Joe Biden supporter, good luck to you. You know what I mean? That's great. I could care less either way. I really could. I just look at things realistically. This is a weak candidate. Again, I don't believe that he will debate Trump. And if he does debate Trump, it will be proven how weak he truly is. And I think Trump will destroy him in a debate. That's, again, my opinion. You can think whatever you want to think. I respect your right to think whatever you want to think. If you hate Trump, congratulations. That's fantastic. I don't really care one way or the other. I really don't. Okay. Biden's speech today was awful. I didn't see it, follower of Jay. Michelle Howell, Portland, they're getting what their politicians asked for. Exactly. And again, so now all of a sudden Wheeler decides he wants to go move to someplace else. He probably won't give out his address, I'm sure, because the protesters were targeting him, wanting him to resign. And again, one of the reasons earlier that I talked in the first stream before it went off was because he allowed the police to use tear gas against him, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. Happy Easter, believe on the Lord and be saved. Hey, Merry Christmas. This is Colleen Grease. I hope I said your last name right. Thank you very much for the donation as well. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And thank you for the statement as well. Let's see. Michelle P. He said he wants one, haha, but would like a fact check on Trump and himself to call out the lies. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. There's not a politician that doesn't talk out of the side of their mouth. And I don't care who they are. Marfugel talking about Portland tonight too. Oh, very cool. Okay, Delbert Jones just let us know. Again, there's another channel, guys. I absolutely highly recommend. If you have not gone over and checked out Marfugel News with Adam, awesome channel, great content. He is on the West Coast. He is in Seattle. So, good guy. I've talked to him several times. I've been on his show several times. Just a good person. So, it's another source of information, different than my channel. But, Marf, as he goes by, is very, very cool. And I like him. And he's a family man, got a couple small children. And, so he's a good dude. But so go show him some support. Tell him the Prepper Nurse One sent you guys over if you have not already done so. Do you think there will be armed guards at the polls in November? EV3 Dale said, you know what? It's hard to say. Here's one of the things that I was talking about today when Becca and I were talking earlier today. Well, this is what I said. If you continue to have this upheaval going on, okay, so so we're going to think logically for a second, okay? Not look through and feed into the BS. We're going to look logically at stuff. So these riots that are happening all over the country, Rochester, New York is one of the places where nonsense is also going on. Of course, it's a Democratic-run city. Wow, what a surprise. I can't believe it. With all this going on, and if things continue to get worse, let's say they continue to get worse, and the confrontations start happening. Patriots are coming out and saying enough of this crap, and now you're having confrontations, and let's say people are dying on both sides, right? Okay. Would that not be a great opportunity to declare martial law? So what happens again if martial law is declared by the president? And again, it would be really hard to declare martial law nationwide. I could see martial law being declared in certain cities. That I could see that happening. It'd be very, very difficult to do it nationwide. Okay, unless there's some major thing happens before November, I don't see it being done nationwide. I'm speculating here, but again, if you could get it where you could do martial law before the elections happen, what happens? Constitution's thrown out. Trump stays in power until the insurrection or whatever the crisis is done. Again, just kind of putting that out there that could happen. JJ says the rioters have already announced a civil war if Trump wins in November. Oh, I'm so scared. Yeah, and again, these are people that are, they want anarchy. The average American does not want anarchy. The average American wants to take care of their families, go to work every day, have their little slice of heaven, wherever that may be it in the city, suburbia, the country. People they want to do what they normally do. They don't want all this craziness, okay? And so Marf is live early. Nose picking just said, oh, okay, well, that's okay. That happens. Trump will win, then the Dems might call for a win after mail-in ballots are counted a week later. I'm going to tell you what, I honestly believe with the Electoral College, I think Trump will win just like he did with Hillary. And that's my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion. Just because I think people are sick of what has gone on. And again, the blame game, whose fault? Here's my, okay, let's say I'm a Democrat, okay? Which I'm neither. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm a free thinker. I think for myself. But let's say I'm a Democrat. My only strategy that I have, it's Trump's fault. It's ridiculous. Everything is not Trump's fault. Okay? A lot of the fault falls on the mayors of these cities that have allowed this nonsense to go on. They have not allowed the police to do their job. They've tied the hands of the local police. I can guarantee you that the local police are very, very frustrated that they cannot get out there and take care of this nonsense. Because I'm going to tell you what, literally, you go out and you go after the antagonists of what is going on and you start locking them up, the rest will scatter to the wind. Okay? Stop letting these people be bussed in to places to have these and they're not, I don't want to call them protests, they're temper tantrums. Okay? I want my own way. You have to do what I say. It's ridiculous. Okie Forge. Hold on a second. Let's see. Too many Americans loving combat vets. The body count from a civil war will be in the millions. It will not be wise to pet a rattlesnake. Oh, I'm going to tell you what. And the thing is, too, generally, anybody that has served in the military, for the most part, I'm not going to say all because it's not all. I'm sure some of the ex-military people are part of the Antifa and the BLM, right? But a lot of ex-military people actually have some kind of a code, and they're not stupid. They pay attention to what's going on, and I think you're going to see that those are the people that are not going to tolerate BS in the long run. And if people want to get silly and stupid, and I agree, if things got really, really bad, you could be looking at deaths in the millions if people really wanted an all-out war. But I think that would be a mistake. I really do. And the worst part is, in that type of situation, nobody wins in the end. Whatever side wins, nobody wins because it's just too many dead people. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't, it doesn't make it right. And, so no. Oh, yes, we got to talk about that. Randy Romine said, I bet that poor salon owner will be forced out of business because of her tape exposed her. Okay, so we got to talk about that. Nancy Pelosi. The rules don't go for Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi can do whatever she wants to do, but the rest of us poor peons have to follow the rules. They have opened up in California outside tents in the heat that if you want to get your hair done, you have to do it that way, right? So that's the rules. Everybody's got to wear a mask in California. That's the rules. You all have to wear masks. Not Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi can go to the salon, get her hair done inside, not wearing a mask. The videotape proves it, right? And have the cojones, I was going to say something else, but have the cojones to say that she was set up Nancy Pelosi saying she was set up and the salon owner owes her an apology. Well, wait a minute, Nancy, and I'm going to speak directly to Nancy. If you were following the rules that have been enforced in your state, would this even be a discussion? If you were getting your hair done outside like everybody else that had to have it done outside in the heat and not in the comfort of the salon, and you had a mask on like you're supposed to because of the rules of California, would this even be discussed? You can't, again, guys, you cannot make this stuff up. The elites can do whatever they want. They don't have to follow the rules, but the rest of us peons better do what we're told or we're going to be punished, you know? Let's see. Nancy Pelosi needs to retire. Well, she's got enough money to retire. She's not doing it for the money, that's for sure. The left said there will be a civil war if Trump wins. That will be an hour of our lives we will never get back. Oh, that's funny. Frank Grant just said it. You know what? And again, there's more threats. Well, if we don't get our way, come November, we're going to have another temper tantrum. And that's realistically how it is. That's the reality. Guys, what are we at? We had 828 in the chat. We have 345 thumbs up. I'm going to ask you guys to shoot a thumbs up if you have not done so already. And thank you for the support. I appreciate that. And also, really does help with the algorithm. So again, if you haven't shot that thumbs up yet, I would ask you to do that. The interaction really helps with, getting us higher in the rankings with that. So thank you for that as well. Also, I like to see a lot of thumbs up, so I'm not going to lie. So I appreciate that. So thank you very much for that as well. Also, guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to also get all notifications as well. And thank you ahead of time for that as well. At least we will have the police to help us if we get in trouble, not defunded. Michael P. said, yeah, that whole thing is, and that's what kills me too. What a lot of these people don't understand that are all anti-police. And again, and this is like it said, talking out of two sides of your face. So you had Sturgis happening. Antifa shows up, I think with 8 of them. Huge showing for them, by the way. And what did they have to? They were surrounded by the police, not to stop them from, protesting, but to protect them from all the bikers, because the bikers would have ate them alive. So, and as soon as that kid shot a couple of them, who were they screaming for? The police. We need the police. Well, why do you need the police then? You hate the police any other time. Unbelievable. It's just, it's amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing to me. Again, JJ, we salute you with the green tea. But crazy. Just unbelievably crazy. So Mom and Beck are settling in very well over there. They had a poll. Vets have been to hell and don't want to go back to hell. You send them in the fire first, shoot, and then they will show you hell. Yeah, exactly. Realistically, that's Lady Kickboxer 23. A lot of veterans out there have seen some bad things. They don't want to see that again. And if people get stupid, they're going to do what they have to do. And that's the reality of it. And there's a lot of other people out here in society that have had enough of this nonsense as well. People are getting really tired of it. There was, this control and and again, it's not always with everything that's going on right now. Let's be realistic, okay? A lot of it is not about the virus. It is about control. You're going to do what you're told or you're going to be punished, okay? And that's what they're doing. A lot of businesses are having to do stuff illegally so that they can, continue on and be able to make money and survive. Hair salons and stuff like that. It's crazy. Yeah, we will not go quietly into the night. EV3 Dale says, yep, exactly. Again, guys, if you have a question, you do all cap locks. It'll stand out for me more, just so you know, okay? We're going to do the egg count because somebody is saying egg count. So we're going to do the egg count right now and do that. Saw earlier that COVID has killed someone that had attended Sturgis. Follower of Jay just said, yeah, but you know what the funny thing about that, Follower of Jay? You don't see how any of the protesters have died. because of COVID. Not one protester have you heard about dying from COVID. Isn't that amazing how they can get together? And I'm looking here, guys. I'm waiting here. Hold on. All right, we finally have somebody that got the right answer. I had to wait until we had the right answer. If you had the same answer as Yarn Prepper with 6 eggs, then you were correct. Yeah, only 6 eggs today. And I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, it was. I was like, and I scolded the girls. I said, lazy chickens. So yeah, 6 eggs today. Yeah, that was it. Had 11 yesterday, and today they lay 6. So yes, I scolded them. And Thick Neck did not lay today. So what are you going to do? It was overcast, rainy kind of day. So I don't know. You know, they took a day off. They said, you know, we're not laying today. But no, I don't know. You know, no rhyme or reason to it. It wasn't like they were upset or anything like other than normal. It was a normal day. So there was no kind of anything upheaval that would cause them to be upset. So, but it was very, very hot and humid today. So here's the funny thing. It only ended up getting up to, I think, 82, 83 today, but it was so humid. It was like ridiculously humid today. Once the rains came through and it rained, it actually cooled it down a little bit, so it felt better. Like this evening feels pretty decent, but yeah, yep. So yeah, Thick Neck took a staycation. Exactly, Asif, you're right. So, but can you please say where we can find the solar lights? Oh, okay. The solar lights, it's D Light. It's like a capital D dot light. D Light. If you kick that in, those solar lights that the person sent, and I showed in a video earlier today, they are awesome. Another one that, let me see where it is. I have this other one here. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. All right. Here's another one. So it says, I'm sorry, it's a small d dot light. They're called D Light, okay? So here's the solar side. This is a different size one. This was also sent to me by a subscriber and from before. But I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to show you guys. Now, I have not, this has been sitting in a house, 6 months. Look at that. 6 months this has been sitting in the house. I have not taken it outside. Charged it up at all. That's how good these are. These are awesome. Great thing to have in your bug out bag, just in your house. Keep on your bedside. That's where, see, this is where's it at? It's right at my bedside, okay? At your bedside. If there's a power outage or something like that, you click over, kick that on. I know my eyes. I know Happy Health just said that. But again, they're fantastic. Love the product. I tried, honestly, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. I tried to contact them, send several emails to D-Light. I wanted to have their product on my website. Absolutely want. I don't know what the price is, guys. I have no idea. Okay, you'd have to go and look. But I tried to contact them to have their product on my website. Never heard back from them. Not, and I'm going to tell you what, I mean, I am, like I said, I am never, ever, I'm not about like, let's see, what can we use as an example? Okay, yeah, I'm going to use this as an example. I picked this up when I was in Vegas. So here's the greatest product in the world, and everybody should have one. Go to my website and buy them. They're only $50 a piece. That would be crap, okay? Because, well, these weren't $50, but I'm using that as an example. I will never do that. If I like a product and I believe in a product, I'm absolutely going to recommend that product. That's how I roll. That's how I've always rolled. Just so you guys know, okay? Could be the moisture in the air earlier. Yeah, you know what? It could have been. Because it was, like I said, it was so humid today. Literally walking around, you were sweating. Even though it wasn't like 90 plus degrees, it was just ridiculously humid today. And but that made a big difference. But anyway, so real quick, I want to mention this on my website, preppernurse1.com. We are doing the sale right now for Legacy, the freeze-dried foods. That will end on Monday, okay? I was going to say Memorial Day again, and I don't know why, but it's Labor Day. So I actually know what I was talking about this time. That will end Labor Day, okay? So it's going to be midnight on Monday. The sale will end. It's an opportunity to save 20% off on freeze-dried foods. So if you go to my website, preppernurse1.com, you click on the store, it'll drop down and say Legacy Foods. What is available is what they have on there, okay? So definitely take advantage of that. They're shipping those products out pretty quickly now. And some people that actually, I think, already ordered earlier this week, their stuff, I think, already went out. So, I mean, it's going out that quickly. So now, again, maybe if you were an old order that you had before, and maybe you had whatever bucket that's still not available on the website, and you said, well, how are these people getting these buckets when I still haven't gotten my bucket from before, right? That's why. They had made these in abundance. They have them in stock now. They're continuing to make the other stuff, and everything will be back in stock. They're working on it, but the stuff that is available is going out, okay? But they're a good thing to have. Freeze-dried food storage is a great thing to have. And again, take advantage, save the 20% off. And it definitely makes a difference, you know, when you're ordering something, okay? So definitely take advantage of that. So just putting that out there. And also on my website, we have jdega.com, which is the CBD and hemp store. Again, if you click on the link either on the website or down below, you'll see the link down below as well in the description. You click on that, it'll take you to their website. If you decide to make a purchase for a CBD product or a hemp product, use the discount code PrepperNurse1, the number 1, not O-N-E, and you'll save yourself 15% there on that purchase as well. So definitely take advantage of both of those, okay? Red light is a combat light, does not destroy night vision. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, that's the red lights that they have that you definitely can still see and stuff like that. It's a good thing. Showing $35 for the one you just showed. Oh, for this one? Yeah, you know what? That doesn't surprise me. This was bigger. The other one, actually, let me grab the other ones real quick and I'll show you them real quick again. What? Okay, we got to do this real quick, guys, really quickly. Mr. Buddy. Buddy, what do you think? Say hello. All right. All right. So now he's mad. All right, see, these are the other ones. These are the, now, I already had 2 of these, and I had the one bigger one that was sent before. And so these were the ones that just got sent to me. So Lion Solar, it says right on here. I'll show that up there so you guys can see that. So this is one of the places, I guess, that you can get them. Maybe I should contact them. See if I can work something out. Like I said, I would love to have these on my website. Love this product. The kids use these all the time. When we were having a lot of our issues where we were limited, we used to have to shut down every night. So we use these a lot. And literally, you can take this, turn it on, and you can read to it, everything. Great product to have. I really, again, it's something else I highly recommend. And I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form, but love them. They're awesome. So, but Buddy looks exactly like our cat Tommy, like a clone. Oh, that's cool. Heidi just said that. Very cool. Yeah, Buddy's a good boy. He wants to go out. He's sitting up there now on the dresser going, are you letting me out? So, but again, there's, you know, if there's a product that I use that I like, I always will recommend it to you guys. Like I said, I showed you, and again, sits right at my bedside. This is NAYSA, not NASA. That's CBD Intense Pain Relief. It's 1,000 milligrams. I think that they've gone up now. They actually have a 1,500 milligram one. They have a 500 milligram one. They still have the 1,000, I'm sure, but I think they also have a 1,500 one. These are fantastic. I once in a while, if I get some discomfort in my back, I use this, and it's a pure hemp CBD extract. Okay, it is absolutely awesome. Love this product. Highly, highly recommend it. Again, it's something that I use myself. I don't have to use it all the time, I'll be honest with you. But if I've overdone it, which, happens from time to time, I'll put that on. And, it really makes all the difference in the world. It really does. Really, really helps. So, again, like I said, I'm not going to recommend something that I won't use myself. So that's why, like I said, when I hooked up with them and decided to work with that company, that's why. Ed, we will wait for you to be a doorman. Okay, just give me a second, guys. Let me go let the cat out real quick. All right, buddy. And of course, on the bed next to me here is Miss Bella, Heather's cat. She thinks I'm grandpa because Heather's her mommy. So Miss Bella's like, okay, well, you'll do when Heather's not here. So she hangs out with me when Heather's not here. Uh, Bill Belichick says, yeah, do your job. Yeah, exactly. You want to see Bell Bell? Hold on, guys. All right, we'll do that real quick. Come here, Miss Bell. I know it, you little petite flower. Oh, I know. Oh, little bitty girl. Here she is. Who is that? And you said, what? You're just a little bitty thing. Yes. Here, I'll show you. Kind of give you an idea. She's just a little bitty flower. Okay. You're all right. She doesn't like to be bothered. So, anyway, there we go with that. So, Justin Meck's ex-pitcher, Tom Seaver, died from COVID. Oh, that's too bad. I hate to hear that. I hate to hear anybody dying from it, to be honest with you. And I like Tom Seaver. I think he was a great pitcher in his day. I'm going to tell you what. I think the remainder of this year is going to be absolutely insanity. I really do. I want to, let's get serious for a moment. I encourage people to continue to get ready, continue to prep. Again, what people need to realize, nothing is ever going to be cheaper than it is right now. Okay. Nothing is ever going to be cheaper. And as things continue with these riots and stupidity, and I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee you people are getting COVID from those situations as well. Too many people packed in too closely together. People are getting sick. They're taking it home and they're giving it to their loved ones. And that's another reason why you should not be out there acting stupid right now. Absolutely another great reason why you shouldn't be. It's just, it's very, very unfortunate. A lot of bad things are happening. Again, just prep. Get as much food as you can. Make sure you have ways to purify water. If you can have water on hand, it's also a good thing to do. There's a lot of things going on. Get your medical supplies, any over-the-counter meds that you can get. Your Dayquil, your NyQuil, all those things. Because we are getting ready, obviously, to head into flu season, normal flu season, which takes a lot of people out on its own. I think a combination of the flu, COVID, stupidity that is going on around the world, I think a lot of that is going to be a big issue moving forward. So, what is the actual death toll for COVID right now? You know what, Sean, that's a great question. I'll be honest with you, I have not been keeping track of it. I really haven't. Follower of Jay says 185,000. That's in the United States. Okay. But yeah, I know that, Brazil, their numbers, I think they're up over 4 million cases now, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Brazil. But, there is, it's a situation that's happening. And like I said, I don't think it's going away anytime soon. So the CDC says only 6% of all deaths were actually COVID deaths. JJ said that. Okay. Said less than 10,000 people died of COVID alone. Wow. But again, with underlying health issues, it made it more deadly. So, absolutely, so if you take care of yourself, if you're in better shape and, you know, eating right and getting your rest, taking your vitamins, and all that good stuff, you're lessening your chances for that to be a fatal thing. But here's something that I want people to remember too. Just because you survived, if you got it and you survived, it doesn't mean it's over for a lot of those people. A lot of those people have continued to have had, breathing problems, heart problems, problems with their lungs, problems with circulation because of clotting and stuff like that. So pay attention to all those things as well, because a lot of these people are not. And then if they get it a second time as well, it's absolutely crazy. So these are things people really do need to pay attention to. Really need to pay attention to. And again, we're in a little bit of a lull right now, and I'm giving you my opinion. Okay. We're in a little bit of a lull right now where people are kind of getting back to being more complacent. Take advantage of that. Like I know with the Save-A-Lots, I know like certain stores are still limiting you that you can buy either 2 cans or 4 cans of whatever the thing may be. But, definitely get on stuff. Pay attention. I know, like I said, Save-A-Lot, you can buy as much as you want. If I want to go in there and buy every can of cream corn that they had, I don't like cream corn personally. I like regular corn, but I'm just using cream corn as an example. They would say, okay, no problem. So, yeah, they trashed Graceland. Elvis is furious. I saw that they did that. I mean, how stupid is that? How stupid is that? Yeah, Aldi's is limiting. They're still limiting people to only 4 cans, Lloyd, if I'm correct on that. Because I've talked to some people about that. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me if I'm going to grow corn here at the homestead. I don't need to grow corn. We have corn all over the place in this area. So I'll let the farmers grow the corn, and I'll just go buy a dozen ears if I would, or whatever I want at whatever time. So, yeah, I don't, yeah, Aldi's is 4, okay, thank you, Jen. Yep, and Lloyd just said yes, too. Yeah, so Aldi's is limiting people to 4 cans of whatever what beans, and then you can get 4 cans of this or whatever. So, yeah, but CVS is limiting still as well. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, Save-A-Lot, you can go and buy as much as you want. As much as you want. Margie asked me to pick up a couple of cases, which is 12 in a case, of cream corn. That's why I was using cream corn, because that was what was in my head. Trump just signed an order to review funding to anarchist cities. Well, good. And Mountain Kayaker just said that. Good. I think that's great. If they're going to allow that nonsense to happen and not take care of things, some food prices up 50% in Canada. Harvey Black II said, wow. Yeah, and again, if you look at the prices of stuff, things just continue to go up. So the more that you can add to your staples and, your food storage now, it's not going to get cheaper. It's only going to get more expensive as we move forward. And so, again, that's why I say take advantage. Dollar General is cheaper than Walmart and no limit. Okay, there you go. There's another one. Connie just said our Save-A-Lot closed. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I actually like Save-A-Lot. I think it's a great alternative. And it's pretty cheap. I mean, 49 cents, for your canned vegetables. To me, you can't beat that. It's off-brand, but who cares? Me, I like French-style green beans. Love French-style green beans. So, 49 cents a can. I'm loading up. Hey, 454 Tiger. Your thoughts on the supposed I think you meant food shortage. Attacking to the rafters here. So you're stacking to the rafters, I believe is what you meant to say. I believe that they're going to either manipulate some kind of food shortage. Here's the thing. What I want people to realize something. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. And you should be stacking to the rafters too, by the way. The more that you can be ready for yourself, the better off you're going to be. I believe, and we're going to talk about this for a second here in a minute, but I want people to think about this. If they stop the truckers from moving, if the truckers refuse to go into cities where this nonsense is going on because of, being attacked and hijacked and stuff like that, and they're not going to deliver there, Okay, you're going to see an issue in this country. These stores are on time delivery, so basically they don't have, like when I was growing up as a kid. Okay, and we're going to give this an example. I worked for a Tops or no, I'm sorry, not Tops, Bell's in Caledonia, New York. All right, I graduated from Caledonia Mumford is where I graduated, but they had a Bell's in Caledonia at that time, and I think it's like a Surefine or something else now. I don't even know what it is anymore, but we always had in the back room, they always had a bunch of pallets of extra supplies. So when things started getting low, they would bring those out and they would use those. They don't do that anymore. It's on-demand delivery. So like, you need 10 boxes of whatever. That's what's delivered each day. Okay. Let's see. I just got 6 cases of 12 tomato beans. Oh, hold on a second. I want to read the rest of that comment. Good prepper food. Oh, there you go. Nothing. Like I said, anything that you're doing to help yourselves and not be victims, as far as especially like with food, I think it's really important. I wanted to bring up another point, and I think that this is really important. Okay. What if, and I'm going to do a scenario just so you guys can think. Now, I'm in the Northeast. What do we get in the Northeast? We get winter, right? The growing season is limited. There's going to be frost. And, well, up here, we're not having growing season in the wintertime unless you have greenhouses and have some way to heat them and that type of thing. But if they shut down the trucking and the trucks aren't delivering to the stores, those stores will be empty in no time at all. I mean, people will clean those stores out, okay? So if there was going to be some kind of chaos or something ensuing, I believe it would happen in the wintertime because you won't be able to grow your own crops at that time of year. And so they're going to catch people with their pants down. Hey, Amorous Stone, I'm a bit late, but have you heard of the military, I believe, blocking people in parking lots and taking them away? It's all starting to go down. Time to prepare. It's almost over. I believe that happened. It wasn't in a parking lot. It was right on a road. And I believe that was in Portland that video came out of. Unmarked cars, they blocked the person in, took them out, and took them away. And then somebody drove their vehicle away. Yeah. So I don't know. I did see that. I don't know how much. But, yeah, when that type of stuff is happening, you better be concerned. Joan J., do you use primary LED lights, less power demand? Yes, I do. Any lights that I have here or in the rest of the house, I use LEDs. I do not use incandescent bulbs at all. Incandescent bulbs suck too much power. I use nothing but LEDs. Okay, so and again, it doesn't pull as much power, so it's a really, really good thing. Saturday, all right. The system is getting changed over we're doing the upgrade for the solar system. New batteries hopefully will be connected on Saturday, and we're changing stuff up a little bit, and I will share that all with you. Obviously, we will do videos on that on Saturday, but we will explain all that as we go because we are going to be hooking up my sister's house. It has been wired, and so now we're just been waiting. Right now, they've been running with extension cords. That's how Mom and my sister the last couple of days have been going with extension cords. So we're going to have them hooked up so their whole house runs. And so they're very, very happy about that. But that is going to happen on Saturday. Okay, so just putting that out there. Are you needing to add more batteries? JJ asked that. Well, I don't think we're going to need to. I don't think we're going to need to because with I just bought the 3 more, so that's going to give us 8 batteries altogether. Now that we know what our issues were, and I'll go over that again for anybody that hasn't heard or whatever. Okay, so they had that monstrosity of a refrigerator, and I told them not to use that because it was going to suck too much power and it was going to drain the batteries. Okay, and when my soon-to-be ex-brother-in-law was hanging out and supposedly working on a house, which he really wasn't doing a whole lot of. Without my knowledge, he was plugging in that refrigerator and draining the batteries. Rose Jacobs, I'm Gleaner. I don't know what that means, but I think you mean gardener maybe. There is a food that grows. Hold on a second. Growers have that is sitting in the field. Our organization goes and gets thousands of pounds of food. You have to work for it. Wow. Oh, a gleaner. Okay, so you're basically going and harvesting stuff that they're letting rot in the fields. Wow. Thank you for that information. I did not know that even happened, but it doesn't surprise me. But thank you for that information. Thank you so much for that donation as well. Okay. But so anyway, I was trying to figure out what was drawing down the battery bad. I thought that there was a short. One of the batteries may have been bad. I didn't know what was going on. Mike was plugging the monstrosity of a fridge without my knowledge in draining the batteries. And he sat there and let me look foolish and stupid trying to figure it out. And Brian and myself were like racking our brains and very, very frustrated trying to figure out what was going wrong. Okay. Well, Greg took that refrigerator and my sister got the new fridge, which is exactly like my fridge, in there. And he plugged that one in right away, which I didn't even know he did that as well, because my sister had said, could you plug in the new fridge? She had asked me that on Saturday, asked me to plug in the new fridge. It was already plugged in. Hey, Mari Park, SUV people hauled off Antifa, research and get the rest of the story, please. SUV people hauled off? Oh, they were Antifa? Okay. Yeah, I knew that there was some issues. They were targeted. I knew that they were targeted, those people that they took off like that they blocked them and took them away. Thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate that. But yeah, I knew that that's how that all went down. But anyway, so since Saturday, well, it was Friday and then Saturday, because the new fridge came on Thursday. All right, so they took the other fridge. Greg came, I think he came Wednesday and took the other fridge. And then all of a sudden, I had no issues with the power anymore. Charging up fine, holding a battery charge through the night, no issues. Like I woke up this morning, the batteries were 25.25, which was fantastic, okay? Because like 23 is when the alarm goes off. 22 is a 20% discharge on these type of batteries. And we'll go over all of that. 454 Tiger, we have chicken, hogs, and just recently bought 3 cows and a steer. Steer's name is Dinner, LOL. Trying to get as self-sufficient as possible, STD. You know what? Very, very smart to do. Very, very smart to do. And that is awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do now, guys, really quickly, we are Legion because we are many. We are all over the country. We're all over the world. We're a huge family. We're a huge network of very like-minded people. And if having that mental stability, and I like to call it that because I think that's what it is, it really brings us together. Okay, so where is everybody from tonight? And while we're doing the start of that, if you would give a thumbs up, if you have not done so already, that would be fantastic, and I appreciate that, so thank you. We have Sydney, Australia, Illinois, Texas, Cape Cod, Chicagoland, Tennessee, New York, Iowa, Rhode Island, London, Illinois, Maryland, Rockford, Illinois, Wisconsin, Colorado, Southern Georgia, Raleigh, North Carolina, New Zealand, Wisconsin, Montana, Washington, Southern Maryland, Ohio, New Hampshire, Gavensport, New York, Long Island is on there, just went South Jersey, Detroit, Indiana, Arkansas, Greenville, Tennessee, Southwest Ontario, Canada, Northern Idaho, New Hampshire, Alabama, Las Vegas, Arizona, Hawaii, Pennsylvania, Smithfield, Rhode Island, Nowhere, Oklahoma. Love you guys. I think that's awesome. I love that name. Canada, British Columbia, very nice. Northern Maine, Aloha from Hawaii, or Oahu, maybe that's what you meant. I'm not sure. Upstate South Carolina. We have Minnesota, Little Rock. That's in Arkansas. Oklahoma, Nebraska, Hudson, Florida. We have Michigan. Oh, Aloha from Hawaii. Okay, I gotcha. My bad. Oregon, Detroit, Milford, Delaware, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Very nice. Kansas City, Quebec, Canada, Palm Beach, Florida, Colorado, Northwest Missouri, Franklin County, Ohio, Detroit, Ulster Park in New York. Let's see. So Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Nevada, Michigan, Southwest Missouri. So again, guys, we're all over the country. We're all over the world. We're this huge network of people, a lot of like-minded people. And I've said this many times again, but if we organize and connect, there is no stopping us now or after an event. You know, I think it's a really, really smart thing to do. Try to network as much as you possibly can. Again, a great way to do that is, again, on my website, preppernurse1.com. We have the Preppernurse One community. Totally free to join. It does not cost anything. So, again, go to my website, preppernurse1.com. You click on community, Preppernurse One community. You do have to register. No credit card information is asked. Take advantage of that. That's set up for you guys to connect with like-minded people in whatever country you're in, whatever state you're in. That's what it's for, okay? So definitely take advantage of that. And there's like the message boards are a lot of good information on them, recipes, everything else. And again, we're a huge family. We really, truly are. And people don't get that. Like-minded people, it's amazing when we come together, what we can do, what we can accomplish. It is absolutely amazing. It really, truly is. And I think that's a good thing. I really, really, truly do. So anyway, I want to thank my moderators that they do a great job on here. I appreciate you guys coming in each show and keeping the chat clean. It really means a lot to me, ladies and gentlemen, because I have both that do it. So thank you guys. I really, truly appreciate that. It really does mean a lot. I love the interaction with you guys and the questions. You always have great questions. You know, I try to separate facts from my opinion, so I'm always trying to make sure I tell you when it's my opinion. I'm not 100% right all the time. I don't believe that I am, but I think you know, I just got a sticker for my helmet, okay? Basically, question everything. Question everything. Always, whatever you see going on out there, analyze it, study it, read through the BS and see what's really going on. I think that's really, really important. We really need that. You know, we really need to do that. It's a good time to move or better to stay put. Is it a good time to move or better to stay put? It depends on where your location is. Anybody that is in the cities, I would highly, highly encourage you to get out of them if you can. Give yourself every advantage. And being in the cities is not a good place to be if things go south, okay? Things go bad, being in the cities is going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be difficult to be a gray man in the city. You're not going to be able to blend in as well. The farther out you get, the more isolated you can be. If you connect with your neighbors out there farther out, you're going to be in a better opportunity to survive long term. Gives you also a better opportunity to set up caches, stash food here, there, and the other place. That's a good thing as well. Okay, so that's what I would encourage you. But if you can get out of the cities, get out of them. If you can get out of suburbia. A lot of people, guys, are getting out of cities, especially the rich, and getting out of there and going someplace which is much safer. So if you can do that, I definitely encourage you to do that, okay? So anyway, yeah, let's, what do we got here? Got like 1 minute to go. We're at 572. Let's see if we can hit 600 on the thumbs up before we jump off on this one. I appreciate it if you would do that. If you have not done the thumbs up yet, please do that to show support. Again, it really does help with the algorithms as well. So thank you for that ahead of time as well. Also, again, I do like to see a lot of thumbs up, so I appreciate that. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. And somebody made a great comment, which I gotta say this, I thought it was funny. It goes, remember, we're all in this together, except Mike, which is true. Mike's not in this together with us, so that is true. You know, you're going to have to cut out some bad people. You're going to need to cut them out when the time comes, and that's important because they will bring you down. They will bring nothing but chaos, and you cannot allow that to happen. Okay, you can't. Also, remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. It's really important to do that because, like I said, life is so short. We never know what's going to happen. So it's important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also, remember STD. Step, thing, and day. Really simple. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you, okay? Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you're having a good week so far as much as you can. Continue to prep, continue to get ready. Okay. I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.